My name is Dr. Agnes Mungure, Principal Sacred Heart Ngararia Girls in Murang'a County. And for this function, I am the Regional Chair, Kenya Science and Engineering Fair in Central Region. And we are happy to have this day with us. It is during such an occasion that our students showcase their projects, innovations. These projects are supposed to solve some problems in society using simple ways that are not very complicated and also affordable ways of coming up with solutions to the problems that we encounter in the society. The projects are shown using the scientific process, the research process. They take the form of a normal research project with an introduction, abstract, literature review, findings and recommendations. And our students have tried so much they are able to do that and present. In Central Region, we have bright minds. They're able to come up with good projects. And last year, they did very well at the national. And even this year, they are going to do well. The students you see here have competed from the sub-county level to the county level. Now they are at the regional. Those who will qualify will go to the national. In about 2 weeks' time, they'll be competing with the rest of the students in the country. So we are grateful for that occasion, and we know that Central Region is going far. We have very good schools, we have very good projects. And again, I would like to say, Science and Engineering Fair has helped our students change their attitude towards science and mathematics. Although mathematics is not going to be compulsory, all of us know that when you are doing research, the issue of figures and statistics is a must. So they are going to get used, and they appreciate that they can do a research and present the findings scientifically, and also convince the users in the market that the product they are coming up with is a good product.
In the past, we've seen that many students, when they transition to higher education, they end up dropping STEM subjects towards a bit lighter courses. What are you doing as school heads to ensure that the transition that we get from high school transitions to campus?
Mostly is about the attitude change. As they try to take the lighter courses, along the way, they still find that some of the skills they dropped, they still need them. I can imagine a student doing masters, even in Kiswahili or CRE, they still require to do a unit called statistics. Therefore, we help them to appreciate numbers and how they help us present data and give facts about a given situation.
My name is Philip Kioko Wambua, County Director of Education Nyandarua, but for this occasion I'm representing the Regional Director, Central, Madam Sabina Aronia, in this occasion. Today we have Kenya Science Engineering Fair, regional competition. Here we have the 5 counties of East Central Region, that is Nyandarua, Murang'a, Kiambu, Nyeri and Kirinyaga. Each count is represented by about 104 students, actually not about, by 104 students from 13 areas where they are competing. It is Kenya Science Engineering Fair. It is a fair where students showcase their talents in and innovations in engineering, in science, in robotics, and we believe that we are going to get very good items or projects being presented, owing to the fact that last year we had quite a number of good projects that we sent to the nationals, which were at Nairobi, and the region emerged number 2. So this time around we hope that we are going to get number 1. I want to request our able regional chair, Dr. Agnes, to ensure that once the results are released, he will coordinate him and the other officials, the secretary and the others, so that our teams can fine-tune, so that they can compete favorably at the national level. At the same time, we also want to advise our principals to ensure that those projects that have been presented at this level, they can seek, they can request for them to be showcased at Kenya Young Scientist Fair, which is usually at KICC every year. I've seen quite a number of our schools have been invited, and it is during that fair that we usually people from the industry, they come and see what the students are showcasing, and some of them they can grow the talents, those innovations, and make them they are grown into innovations that can be used in technology in our country. Asante. Our progress actually has been going up. Previously, we've not been doing very well. Students are not doing very well in STEM subjects. But in most of the schools, you find students are doing very well in maths and the science subjects such as chemistry, physics, and biology. And many of them have interest. And then we also have those subjects that are STEM related, like computer. We also have drawing and design. And these subjects, students have been performing very well at KCSE level.
The fair is coming at a time when the government said that students, it will not be a must to come in for students to take maths. So you also encourage students to...
One, you should take into consideration that 60% of the students will be admitted to take STEM, and therefore over 60%, you know that is the minimum, over 60% will be taking STEM, meaning that most of the students will have to take maths. And in the new CBC grade 10, 11 and 12, we are going to have an hybrid whereby even a student who is taking languages and what we call social sciences can be able to take one or two subjects in STEM, and therefore because they are supposed to take about 7, so I believe majority of our students will take maths, but it will not be compulsory.
My name is Julius Masharia, Kopet Executive Secretary, Nyandarua County, and representing all the Executive Secretary from the Central Region. This time around, we are welcoming the Science and Trade Fair in Nyandarua County from the Central Region. And besides what has been said, I want to deviate slightly from what they have said. We know that our system has already changed to CBC, and the basis for CBC is KSEF. And you find now we are all worried about what is happening. As the government transit from 8444 to CBC, they are doing other things. They are doing other things that are raising challenges to our education system. For one, we know all through this KSEF and the sciences has been promoted by Semastea as a department that has really come up with the STEM schools. And unfortunately, at the beginning of this year, we heard that Semastea has been dissolved. So that goes against the spirit of CBC. So how I wish the president rethink of that decision, because we are this far because of Semastea. We do not have any other department that has really supported KSEF, science and mathematics. So we are sending you to the president. Let him rethink about that decision. Number two, in terms of remuneration, you have seen we have always cried about the release of funds. Many schools did not prepare as it was expected because of readiness to remit the tuition funds. So we may not have very good projects because there was challenges of money in schools. So it is our humble appeal then when the ministry is sending the budget for free secondary education money, let them release this money on time. Otherwise, we expect Nyandarua to do better. We expect a central region to do better than last year. Last year we were number 2. This time around we expect it to be number 3. In terms of remuneration to teachers, obviously you can see where we are. And the principals are also crying that there's no money, there's not enough money. So they are also down. So we expect the government also to fund some of these projects more than they are doing. Yes, otherwise tumefurahia.